In this video we will learn about the operations we do on a set on sets. So basically for some operation, for some set operation, usually we take two sets and operate them and get a new set. So there will be these operations: union of two sets, number 2, intersection of two sets, number 3, it is the difference of two sets, number 4, the complement of two sets, complement of a set, number 5, it's the cross product of two sets. See, only for complement we will take only a single set and find its complement. So these 5 operations are there we have to do. Okay, so first of all, union of two sets. It is denoted by the symbol. This is a symbol for union, and we write for two sets, say A and B, the union is given by A union B, and it is the set of all the elements X which are either in A or in B. That's how we define the set A union B. This OR means the elements of both the sets A and B are considered here. So like this, say this is A and this is B. If an element is there in the set A, we will include it. If an element is there in the set B, we will also include it. And the set which are the elements which are in the overlaps portion, we will take it only once because it is coming in both A and B. So we will not consider it for separately for A and B 2 times. We will consider it only one time and also include it in the collection. So basically this part is called the intersection. We will learn later. So A union B is this. So let me give an example. Say A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is say 1, 3, 5, 7. So what is the union of these two sets? We can write that A union B is a set. Say, see here 1, 3 are in both the sets, so we will write these two. Then we will write all the elements which are left. In Venn diagram we can represent it like this. This is A, this is B. So in the which are common to both the sets 1 and 3, so we will write the sets elements 1 and 3 in the intersection, and 2, 4 will be here, 5 and 7 will be here. Okay, so this is the union of two sets, and from this we can also define the intersection of two sets. So in number 2 we define the intersection. It is usually defined by the inverted union sign, and for two sets A and B we give A intersection B like this. We write X such that X is belonging to A and this symbol stands for AND, X belongs to B. Okay, so this is the definition for A intersection B. Previously we have seen that for intersection, the Venn diagram looks like this. So this is A, this is B, then this common part stands for the intersection, and the whole part that is here stand for the union. So these are union and intersection of two sets. So if we want to find the intersection of these two sets A and B here, then what should be the intersection? See, from the Venn diagram clearly it is 1 and 3. So in this case we can write A intersection B is 1, 3. Okay, I think it's clear. Number 3 is the difference of two sets. Usually it is denoted by the symbol this. We write the difference of A and B like this, A difference B, and it is the set of all the elements X which are belonging to A but not belonging to B. This is the way we define A difference B. So in Venn diagrams it will look like this. So this is A, this is B. So we will take all the elements which are in A but not in B. So since the intersection comes in B, we have to exclude it from the A difference B. So if we shade the region for A difference B, it will look like this. All the elements which are only in A but not in B. So the same example, A is 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is 1, 3, 5, 7. So what is A difference B? So see, we can clearly say, since for this Venn diagram here, 1 and 3 will be in the intersection, here it will be 2 and 4, and in B it will be 5 and 7. So see, we have to take only this part. So A difference B will be 2 and 4. Okay. And what is B difference A? See, B difference A means all the elements which are in B but not in A. So only this part will be taken. That means the collection becomes only 5 and 7. So this is the concept for difference of two sets. Number 4 is the complement. It is denoted by usually a C in power, or you can give a dash, or you can give a bar. Any one of these. We will denote it by dash. So A complement is denoted by A dash. And it is the elements X which are not in A. So which element will belong to this complement? See, whenever we are considering a set, say this one, this is say A, we can consider a larger set than A. Usually this is called the superset of A. Or you can say, in case of set operations, sometimes this set is called the universal set. It is the largest superset that A can have for a system. If you are having a system of sets, that means a lot of sets at a time, then the largest of all is usually is called the universal set. So in case of the standard sets, what we have seen, that if this is the set of natural numbers, then the larger than this is the set of integers, and larger than this is the set of rationals, larger than this is the set of reals, and also larger than this. I don't have any extra place, so I'm showing it like this. It is a set of complex numbers. So in this case, when you are considering say only natural number, integers and rationals, then rationals will be the set of is the universal set. If you consider all the real numbers, then set of real numbers is the universal set. And if you are considering all the numbers we can think of in our whole number system, then also we have to include complex number, and then the set of complex number becomes the universal set. So whenever we are considering a system of sets, the largest one is called the universal set. It is usually denoted by S or U. Here we are denoting it by S. So suppose A is the set and S is its universal set, then we can say that A complement will be the outside of A, that means this part. So we will consider all the elements which are not in A. Okay, so all these X will be in this part. So this thing is defined as the complement, means the opposite part of A. So let me give an example for complement of a set. Say we are considering all the numbers up to 8 as the universal set, and A is a set 1, 2, 3. So what is the complement of A? See, it is the set except these elements in the universal set. So only this element will be excluded, rest of the element will be in the set. So we can say A complement is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is the complement of A. The fifth operation, that is called the cross product, is this. We define it by the symbol of cross. It is A cross B, we say, and here the elements become a little different. They are ordered pairs that we have seen already in geometry, in coordinate geometry. It is of the form A comma B, where A is coming from the set A and B is coming from the set B. You can think like this: the first element is coming from the first set and the second element is coming from the second set. That's how the cross product set A cross B is formed. So suppose in diagram we can say it like this. Say in the X direction we are taking the set A, and in the Y direction we are taking the set B. Say for example we are taking A as 1, 2, 3, so the elements will be in this line like this, and in B there are elements like 2, 3, 4. So what are the cross products? They become 1, 2, means here this is the point 1, 2, 1, 3, this will be here, 1, 4, similarly 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, and similarly for 3 also it is 3, 2, 3, 3, and 3, 4. So there will be 9 elements like this. So we can write A cross B for this example as 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 2. Okay, so here 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, and in the last it is 3, 2, 3 3 3 4. So this is the set A cross B, and for the diagram we use the coordinate plane. Taking A in the direction of X, the first set in the direction of X and the second set in the direction of Y as convention. Now there is another type of operation, that is a sixth operation, though it is not in our syllabus. Still, let me say it. It is called the symmetric difference. You should know it. See, in the previous case of difference, we have seen that A difference B and B difference A are two different sets. So if you reverse the order of A and B, then the difference becomes unequal. And usually we want this kind of operations which give an equal sets when the order is reversed. Say we need some operation like if it is like A difference B and B difference A are equal, then it will be okay, then it was okay. But we need always this kind of operations in which we have this property that the reverse order also satisfies the equality. So for that we defined A difference B, or the symmetric difference, using this symbol. It's called the delta symbol, and we define this symmetric difference using union. That is the union of A difference B and B difference A. This thing is called the symmetric difference of A and B. See here, B delta A and A delta B are equal, because for B delta A we will write A B difference A union A difference B, and these two are equal because A union B and B union A are equal. So see, here we can say A delta B is equal to B delta A. So using symmetric difference, which was the problem for usual difference, can be removed, and we can say that A delta B is equal to B delta A. Okay, so these are the set operations.